Well, cooking the turkey is half the battle on Thanksgiving. The other half is carving it, and it is not an easy task. We brought in Fairway Market's master butcher. This is Ray Venezzi. I've got to say it with that Italian accent. I'm trying. Giving us some carving tips this morning. Good morning to you. Happy Thanksgiving, Ray.
Good morning. Happy Thanksgiving.
Glad to have you here.
Thank you.
So Fairway Markets is a grocery store here in New York. It's a fabulous grocery store, and we want to get to the carving so that you can tell us how to do this.
Okay.
Folks at home are watching. We don't know how to do it. Tell us our first tip. It's carve in the kitchen.
First, you want to let your turkey sit a good 15, 20 minutes at least, so it absorbs the juice back like a sponge, so there's juice in there when you go to bite. Then you want to start with your back legs, where you open up the back of the turkey and it allows the air to get underneath in the cavity where the bone underneath will cool, which will make the breast come off easier in the one piece. So you can take it solid off on the cutting board and slice it against the grain.
Gotcha. So let it sit for about 15, 20 minutes.
A good 15, 20 minutes. Also, you want it to cool enough that it's still warm, but you can do it with your hand. You don't want to pierce it with a fork where you let even more juice out.
Okay.
And you want to be able to pull it apart with your hand.
And then you say put the platter next to you.
Yes, work efficiently. We hate cleaning up messes, so if you go right from the turkey to the platter, you'd be surprised. You only handle it once, no double work, and next thing you know, you're done with no cleanup.
And then start with the legs. You said you touched on that a bit.
Yes, because you want to open up the back and continue to let it cool. You can't let the breast meat cool enough. What you want is piping hot gravy on the table, because if the turkey meat is warm, that's when you get the most flavor. If it's really, really hot, it'll run right out of the piece of meat when you cut it.
So you're doing all this in the kitchen. Now, at my house, my uncle just carved right there on the dining room table and would slice meat for us and start the process, and then we would...
Well, I always suggest that Norman Rockwell moment, show the bird at the table, but the bones are all curved and round. You can't cut square and against the grain, which is important. Then take it into the kitchen on a cutting board, solid, then take it apart, slice it up, put it back together, bring it out to the table, and you're really good to go.
All right, sounds good. And you say no tearing, right?
Yeah, you know, it will come apart because it's cooked, and a lot of guys have a tendency, they want to pull and rip, and you just tear the meat apart. You really just want to do it light pressure, tip of the knife, it'll come right apart for you.
All right, now, I know that you can carve a turkey in 1 minute. We talked to Dave Briggs earlier. He's anchoring Fox and Friends, and he says he doesn't believe you can do it.
Well,
You've done this before?
Well, I've done a lot of turkeys, a lot of instructional, so I've taken some time, but I've cut millions of pounds of meat, so no, I do not suggest you do this.
Right, because you might cut your finger instead of the turkey.
Yes.
All right, you ready to start? We're going to put the clock up.
We're ready.
All right. When are we ready? Our producers are going to tell us when to go. Megan, go. All right, there. All right, we've got the legs coming off. Wow.
Right in the joint.
We're all taking notes. This is the fast way to do it. Do not do this at home. All of the guys in here are watching too. Matt, one of our stage managers, is watching. He's going to be doing this at home with his family later. And don't forget at home, don't make the mistake that a lot of first-timers do. Take out the inside,
the giblets inside. Use a warm salt water rinse because it'll crust up there from the cold, and it sticks, and you don't realize the piece still sticks.
You have 20 seconds left. Look at, here we go. All right, it's 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. All right, Ray, good job.
And there's your whole turkey.
I would give you a high five, but
yes, we're a little dirty.
I'm going to wash your hands first.